Welcome to TC Multiverse. I'm your host, Tyrus, and holy Batman, we have a 3-pack from McFarlane Toys, DC Multiverse, which is a re-release of the Rebirth Batman, Clayface, and a mixture of the new with Batwoman. And folks, it's a no-brainer. We all know what the real draw is in regards to this 3-pack. We all wanted Batwoman. I wanted Batwoman. However, I did want to dive in on this repaint of the Rebirth Batman, folks. Now, I have already reviewed this guy. I'll briefly go over him, but I reviewed him maybe, a year ago. So definitely check it out. I've already reviewed Clayface as well, though this one looks a bit different. So I have links in the description for both, but I'll briefly go over both of them. But we're definitely going to take a look at Batwoman, which is the new figure from within this 3-pack. Now, to my surprise, when I opened this 3-pack, these figures was not packaged with a collector's card. So there's no collector's cards, folks. And also no old reliable DC Multiverse display stand. So this was not packaged with any of these figures here, which is a bit of a head scratcher. I'm not sure what the deal is with that. Now, I mentioned this during my Atomic Skull versus Superman 2-pack review. Definitely check it out. It is on the channel. But the packaging for this 3-pack, again, is a head scratcher. This is way too bland from McFarlane Toys. I mean, we have this image on the back, which is pretty cool. But, they could do so much more with presenting us, better packaging. If you don't want to do the window display for your packaging, give us some artwork. I mean, there's so much out there for you to pull from. I mean, so many great artists who have penciled various DC pictures and everything. I mean, there's just so much out there that's just phenomenal, man. You got Jim Lee, you got, Alex Ross, you got, Michael, the late great Michael Turner, you have David Finch, you have the guy who penciled the Dark Side War as well as the Joker War. There's just so much art that you can have on display for our packages. So, I'm hoping that they kind of switch that up, because this is a bit bland, y'all. It's a bit bland for me. But back to the 3-pack here. So we have the Rebirth Batman, we have Clayface, and we have the big draw, which is Batwoman. And I'm pretty sure now that I have this 3-pack, McFarlane's going to release a single gold label version of Batwoman. And I'm going to be like, okay, really, McFarlane? You know it's coming. You know it's coming. Although this 3-pack was missing the trading cards as well as the display stands, these figures did come with some accessories. So the Rebirth Batman was packaged with this, grapple gun. So we're no stranger to the grapple gun and everything. So we have the grapple gun for Batman. And then we also have this Batarang for our Rebirth Batman. And it has this sort of a paint gradient that's applied to it. It's all black. Then we have this brown gradient that's applied. So this is really interesting. I like this. It's pretty cool. So it's different. So I like that. So we have this for Batman. And then for Batwoman, she also is packaged with this grapple gun as well. I like the look of this grapple gun. I might give it a color. I've been coloring the grapple guns, with a silver paint for the area here. So I might do the same thing with her. It really makes the Batarangs pop as opposed to everything just being all black. So I might do that here as well. So we have the Batarang, not the Batarang, but the grapple gun for Batwoman. And last but not least, Batwoman is also packaged with a Batarang. And I like how they made both, they gave both a different look overall. This one's more of a thinner, or longer Batarang, and it also has that brown gradient, or is that gold? Y'all know I'm bad sometimes with colors, but so we have that for Batwoman. So these are the accessories for our Bat family members, and I'm gonna just put this in Batman's hand. So he has this Batarang, and we're also gonna put the grapple gun in Batwoman's hand. So we're gonna do a little different, something different for this. All right, so we got grapple gun for Batwoman, and we have Batarang for Batman. And now that we've covered the accessories, we're gonna head on to the next segment, All right, so at first we're going to take a look at the Rebirth Batman briefly. Again, I have reviewed this guy. It is up on the channel, but I wanted to compare the two versions. As you can see, this one has the darker paint deco. This one has the lighter paint deco. We have the shading, which I always thought was the coolest thing from the Rebirth Batman within the utility belt capsules. Here you have, it's more smoother, just all yellow for the utility belt. I like that. One of the things that really show out for me with the lighter paint deco is the purple that's in the inside of the cape. Now that's the same here, but he just looks like a completely different figure for me with the lighter paint deco. And I'm always favor like lighter colors or whatnot. But man, I tell you, this is a good switch up for the Batman. So this was also the draw for me with the 3-pack. I wanted to see this guy and get him in hand. Again, I've reviewed this guy on the channel, so you know I'm not gonna go over the articulation and everything like that. It's all gonna be the same, so definitely check it out. But man, this is pretty cool to have. There's two versions of this Rebirth Batman here. Now, one of the things I did notice with the lighter paint deco is how the cowl and the cape separates. You know, there's a separation here, which I feel it should have connected. You know, this is not a deal breaker. It's not a thing that really sours me on the figure, but I did notice that. But overall, man, really happy to have, you know, just two versions of the Rebirth Batman. Now I can use them in different setups. And again, I definitely recommend that you check out my review for this guy. It is up on the channel. So now we're going to get on to Clayface. All right, let's get to it. All right, so we have Mr. Poop Man or Mr. Clayface. I try to keep it PG on this channel, y'all, so I don't say a lot, but, you know, he does look like a pile of poop. But, I've reviewed this guy on the channel, folks, and I had a blast reviewing Clayface. So I did some really fun things with him, so definitely check out his review. But I did want to compare this Clayface with the one that I did review. So as you can see here, there is a bit of a difference between these two Clayfaces, which makes me feel a little better that, you know, you get in this 3-pack and you already have 2 of the 3 figures, but, you know, I can at least say you see there's a lighter paint deco for this new Clayface than the one that was previously released. So this one is more darker and everything. So pull him close to the camera, not the channel, but the camera. But as you can see, this one's darker paint deco. This one's a lighter paint deco. This one reminds me more of the Batman the animated series Clayface, you know, that he had that lighter paint deco as well. So I think McFarlane kind of heard everybody's, you know, thoughts on that, and he went on ahead and he gave him a lighter paint deco. So yeah, definitely check out my review on this guy here, folks. You know, so we have Clayface and Clayface. I'm not sure what I'll take that back. I have a feeling, I have an idea what I want to do with both of these Clayfaces, because that was the big thing. I was like, okay, what do I do with 2 Clayfaces? If you have any ideas, let me know in the comments. But I think I'll use one for more of a portrait type of a setup, and then I have used the other one for more of a battle sequence, because this guy is huge, and you can hang figures off him and everything. You can do so much with this Clayface because he is big, he's sturdy, and he has a lot of opening gaps around his body mold that you can utilize. So yeah, definitely check out my review. You'll see what I'm talking about. But I feel you can do a lot with him. You can make it like he's separated into 2 different Clayfaces while he's fighting the Bat family. Who knows? We'll see. But yeah, I'm going to utilize both of these some way, somehow. We have Clayface here, folks. And again, he looks the same, you know, all the way throughout. Just a lighter paint deco, all right? All right, folks, we're going to head on to the next, which is Batwoman. All right, let's get to it. All right, so we're going to take a closer look at our newly acquired DC Multiverse figure, and that is the Rebirth Batwoman, the long-awaited Batwoman within the DC Multiverse. I mean, we need more female characters. I've been saying that. You know, I'm hoping that we get more. I know McFarlane doesn't like to release, or seems as if he doesn't like to release a lot of female characters, but you just can't get away from that. I mean, there are just so many wonderful female characters within the DC universe. I would love a 5-pack of female figures, you know, that he would release. That'd be awesome. I mean, call it a female fatale or whatever you want to call it. That'd be pretty awesome, folks. So I'm hoping he just released more female characters, not just Wonder Woman. You know, there's just so much. There's Vixen, there's Black Canary, there is Lady Shiva, there's Katana. There's just so there's just so much that he could just dive into that fans really want to see. So this is just, hopefully this is just the tip of the iceberg. But we do have Batwoman here. She was the draw for this 3-pack, and as you can see, she's rocking the grapple gun here. I like the style and the look of this grapple gun. It really fits her. And I always liked the Batwoman character, and I really liked her in that DC Rebirth run when they formed that team with Robin and Clayface and Batman and all that. So, but yeah, she really looks comic book accurate, and I love how they were able to capture the costume overall, really black, all black, sleek Batwoman costume. They captured the emblem here. I like how they did that. The utility belt really pops. I like I call it the Jolly Rancher red color, or seems like it's a bit of a kind of like an orangey red that they utilize for her hair as well as her costume, and it really pops. It really brings this figure out that much more. So the hue of red or orange red that they utilize for this Batwoman really works for me. And I like how they were also able to capture the face sculpt. You know, I love the cowl, how they designed the cowl. You see the ears here. And then the hue of paint that they're utilizing for the flesh tone really brings her out as well. They're using more of a kind of lighter paint deco for her skin. You know, in the comics and even in the cartoons, the animated series or animated movie, Batman Bad Blood. If you have not checked that out, folks, check it out. She is featured in it, and it is so good, y'all. It's so good. So this Batwoman, they're able to capture the lighter paint deco for the skin. And then she has also, is that black lipstick? I think it's red lipstick. But they captured I love how they handle the lips, the eyes. You know, you got to pull off the hair. You got to pull off the hair. You know, they did that. Look at the scope, the detail with the hair, like how it flows and everything, kind of hangs over the cowl. So McFarlane, he went all in on this one, folks. I mean, he can really do some incredible female characters when he want to. I mean, this is so awesome. I can't wait to see that classic one. Now we'll call it Batwoman, but classic Wonder Woman. So here again, the cape, McFarlane at his best. Look how it flows. Look at the detail, the designs here in the folds, the creases. Classic Bat Family, Batwoman, Batman cape here. This looks awesome. And then you see the gloves decked out in all that red lollipop color. Now, in terms of articulation, she can go out like this with no problem. Really, no issue. She does have butterfly joints. Yep, she has butterfly joints. Double jointed elbows, no problem. Same old with the McFarlane articulation here. That's pretty cool. Another thing I like, you saw they captured the fins here on the gloves and everything. Really cool. She does have nice upper torso articulation, some rocking. She can go all the way around with no problem. She does have waist swivel with no problem at all. She's nice waist swivel. She can do the splits, no problem. So Batwoman, you know, very athletic, so no problem with that. She does have double jointed knees, go all the way back, man. She has some nice flexibility. She also has nice articulation here in the foot area. Up and down here, she does have that toe articulation for that extra touch. Now going back up to the head area, now her head is a bit limited due to the hair and everything, which is understandable. So she can only look down so much. She can't look up at all. You can move her head around like she's possessed or something like that. So she can move it around. Head is a bit limited, but overall, man, excellent looking figure. Love this Batwoman here. Really happy. I went all in on this 3-pack because of her. I tell you, the crazy things that we as collectors do, man, for things. I tell you, I don't know, man. But yeah, I love this Batwoman. Now, the one thing that I wish that they would have added for this Batwoman is swappable hands. I mean, we're just, you know, married to just this fisted hand, and we have one hand for accessories. But what if I want to throw a batarang in one hand and a grapple gun in another? So I mean, we can only put one or the other, which is, you know, it is what it is. But you know, I wish they would have gave us swappable hands. So all in all, man, excellent looking figure. Really happy to have Batwoman as a part of my collection. You know, let's compare her to another Bat family member. All right, so let's bring out. I'm gonna bring out another Bat family. I'm not gonna say who it is, but we're gonna bring out somebody else that's a part of the Bat family. That I know anybody. I know you guys will know. So we're gonna bring out Batgirl. So this is the first. This is actually one of the very first female characters or figures that McFarlane has released. So we got Batwoman and Batgirl side by side here. And with that being said, folks, we're going to head on to the next segment. And here alongside our Rebirth Batman, Batwoman, and Clayface, I have also from McFarlane Toys the Atomic Skull versus Superman figures that was recently released. That review should be up on the channel or will be coming very soon. All right, let's get on to the next. And here for comparison, alongside our Clayface, I have some other mega figures from McFarlane Toys that are also part of the Batverse, and that is the Arkham City Killer Croc, as well as the Man-Bat. All right, folks, this is what I'm talking about right here. As a fan of the Batman, I mean, this is awesome. So I have, alongside our newly acquired Rebirth Batman and Batwoman, I have the Bat family. I mean, come on, man. What's not to like about this? If you're a fan of the Batman. All right. All from McFarlane Toys. Of course, here I have Batgirl. And then up next, we have Batwing. He will be a part of a huge McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse video, folks, so stay tuned for that. Then up next, we have the classic Tim Drake Robin, who will also be a part of that big DC Multiverse video, folks, so stay tuned. I'm telling you, stay tuned. Then up next, we have my main man, Dick Grayson, Nightwing from the Titans Wave. That review will finally be dropping on the channel, folks, so stay tuned for that one. And last but not least, we have the son of the Bat, the Damian Wayne Robin. All right, folks, let's get on to the next. All right, folks, that is a wrap. That's all I have for this episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you all enjoyed this review. Man, I really understand why many people would dive in on this 3-pack, you know, like I did. And I understand why people will pass on this 3-pack. I mean, it's just, I mean, if you have Clayface, you know, I understand why people will be like, I don't want him again. And I already have this Batman, even though this is a different paint deco, you know, and I understand both sides. You know, I'm just a sucker for this DC stuff. I wanted this Batman, and I most definitely wanted this Batwoman. So here we are. Again, folks, thanks so much for tuning in. Be sure to comment below. Let me know, what do you think about this 3-pack? Have you gotten it already? Are you on the fence? Are you going to get it? Or is this a hard pass, and you're going to wait on the single release of the Batwoman figure, which we know is going to come at some point, folks. You know, it'll probably come next week. Come next week. But yeah, let me know in the comments, what do you think about this 3-pack? And also let me know what you've been collecting. You know, there's so much out there right now, and there's so much that's coming down the pipeline. So there's a lot of things to talk about, a lot of things to be excited for, folks. So let me know in the comments what you're getting out there, and let me know what you think about this 3-pack. Also, folks, don't forget to ring that bell for all notifications so that you get each and every one of my content pieces as it drops. And don't forget to what? Yep, like, share, and subscribe. If you did not already, I truly appreciate it. And don't forget that I am on social media with Instagram and Twitter. So if you have those outlets, be sure to give me a follow. And also, folks, don't forget to check out my community. I'm always posting news and updates there. And again, thanks so much for tuning in. I want to wish you all a great day, a great evening, a great rest of the week, a great rest of the weekend. If things are not going your way, if you're having a rough time, I encourage you to hold on and hang on to yet another day, and another day, and another day, all right? And until next time, be good to one another. Be safe. Stay tuned. Same bad time, same bad channel, folks. Till next time, talk to you later. Bye for now.